Hey, my beauty, part two, TT with Bella Brooklyn. We had to take a short intermission real quick, and back to what I was saying about the topic is a two-parent household and how do we raise our kids in one as a whole family. Sorry guys, I got a little blanket. I get cold in my house sometime. I can't. I live in Texas, so cutting off that AC is not an option. So excuse me. But back to what we was talking um, about being a team in the household. You have to be a team in your household. You have to. It comes with so many significant um, resolution to a family. Like honestly. And like I said, I talk on like us parents too because us parents, even our upbringing could have been so strict. I had a strict upbringing, and but I wasn't as strict on my kids. I was strict. I had structure, a lot of structure, but strict, no, because I wanted to give them the opportunity to be comfortable with us, honestly. So, just like I want them to be comfortable with us, us as parents need to be comfortable with our kids too. You know, um, but again, like I said, it would not work. And no, let me rephrase it. When it's a two-parent household, both parent has to be on the same accord. It will work. It will work. There's parents that's out there being single. I probably can't relate to that because I'm not a single parent. It's different, and that's going to be another topic I'm going to talk about later on about myself. How my kids went from a mom and dad to two moms, the transition, and it's always been like that since they've been growing. Let me put it like that. So that's another topic we're gonna get on. But I'm gonna try to stay on this right here because it's like I said, it's very important. A lot of people used to ask us how do we do it or how do we did it, and again, our communication when it came down to those kids, we was on it. With our children, we was on it. Like honestly, um, and again to this day, we have seven of them. And we still on it. It's no difference because they grown and they're not in your household. We still on that communication because our grown kids can play us too. Not that Zay and I had ever been done like that with our children, but I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm not saying that other households is not like that, because it is. A child will see one parent that they feel like is on their side, so they go to that parent all the time because they know that parent is always going to side with them. To where they go to the other parent and they know that parent is going to always be like no, or find a reason to say, listen, this is logic. Logic is like, listen, if I tell you to do this, do this. If you do it this way, this is what's going to happen. These are the consequences. So again, that calls for two parents that's in a household for great communication and open, honest relationship with their kids. So not allowing your kids to play against you. No children, I don't care who they are, whether they're adopted, fostered, whether they are stepchildren, whether they are neighbor. I don't care if they in your household. You don't let no kids play against you, not no parents. Because when a child see that, overall, it don't turn out well, and it don't. That's when the disrespect come in at. That's when the child will feel like you have to tolerate the behavior, and as a parent you don't have to, because again, we also have to remember, I'm not your friends. We're not friends. And that part comes in with the growth. When your child become of age, my saying I've always said is, when you walk across that stage and you get that diploma and you're 18 now, you're on your own, that's when we become friends. Because that's when I can have a conversation with you. That's when I know I gave you all, or let me put it like that, we gave you all the tools to use in the world in order to survive out there. I know our job is done. So, and that comes from teamwork, and that comes from a two-parent household, honestly. So, I say this to say it again, and I'll repeat myself. I'll repeat myself a lot, probably through my segments and stuff. And that's only so I can make parents understand. We was young too. We've been through a lot. Some of us have, and some of us not. You know, the upbringing, what kind of upbringing we have, also reflects on the household. Also, you know, um, I always wanted to be married. I always wanted to have a household with two parents in it. Um, I just feel like because you would get more, and not that you can't get more love from just being in one house, a single parent in a one household. I'm not saying that. Again, I don't speak on it because I don't walk in those shoes, so I don't know how it feels to be single and just raising kids. I don't. So forgive me for that if I don't speak upon it a lot. Um, but I do have a lot of friends that are single parents that have done an amazing job raising multiple children by themselves. And that job is not hard. I mean, that job is not an easy job. Excuse me, but it's not an easy job at all. And I commend, commend those parents who are raising their children single. Rather they are females that you're raising, rather they are boys that you're raising, rather it's a mix. A mixture of kids that you're raising. I commend you because it comes with patience, it comes with tolerance, it comes with love, caring, nurturing. It comes with all of that, you know. So earlier I did speak upon parenting classes. Um, it's great to go take parenting classes so this way you can grow with your kids and know um, what's the things that as parents that we should and shouldn't do. You know, um, both parents, both parents. In a two-family household with two-parent household, one should not feel overwhelmed. Mom should not feel overwhelmed at all when there's two of y'all. And if that other parent is not pulling the weight, then there has to be choices and things have to change. Because as a mom, or even if it's vice versa, as a dad, you can't lose yourself. You can't. Because if you lose yourself, then you lose everything. And when I say everything, you lose your kids, you lose the insight of what they're doing, you lose the talk, the communication. So again, you can't allow that to happen to yourself, you know. But a change, it has to change. It has to be teamwork, guys. And I praise that teamwork. I have been very blessed to have a partner, my wife, to help me raise my kids. You know, um, they had the best of both worlds. I'm gonna talk about that too later on down the line. My kids had the best of both worlds. So being raised by two mommies in a household, um, I think we did a wonderful job. We did an absolutely wonderful job. So, and then we commend each other. We compliment each other. We tell each other how good of a parent we both have been, or if in that any situation, be like, "Oh, that's a great idea," or "Oh, wow, thank you for handling that." These are things we have to do that to each other. We have to uplift each other as a team in a household, and the kids will be able to see that. So again, we giving our kids these tools to go out into the world. When they build their family, they'll know how to work as a team, especially when it's time or they decide they found somebody that's special that they know they're going to spend the rest of their life with and make children and become that two-parent household. So again, guys, these are things as parents we have to think about. Um, I also would love for you guys to get into my inbox and leave me questions. Um, Even tell me some of your stories and I'll read it on here, so we can get to know each other a little bit more um, and stuff. Again, I'm big on family. We are big on family. Um, that's something that we love. It's something that I love to give advice about. I'm happy that I was there to give a little advice and insight of, maybe what they can do to solve the situation and not making one parent feel like it's just a one parent household when it's really two. Um, and I speak again to the parents, to the moms, to the dads, to the two moms, um, even the three. Because again, my wife and I are polyamorous. And we did have a partner, so that's bringing in the third mother. Um, Again, titles, we didn't use titles. So it doesn't matter. As long as everybody's on the same accord, as long as the adults, as long as the parents are understanding and keeping in tune with each other, those kids will be raised wonderful. Those kids will know how to come to you and sit and talk to both of y'all, you know, and feel comfortable. So just honestly keep that like an openness with you kids. Um, you'll be surprised at the results that you'll get out of it in the relationship and the bond that you will have with your children in the household. But I'm going to end this because this is the second part. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Every day I'll be posting some type of topic we'll be talking about. And again, if you have any questions or any topics you want to talk about, I'll get on here and we'll talk about it together. So thank you, TT. We're working better. Again, what goes in the cup doesn't matter. We still get the tea. Have a good day, guys.